It's a New Year's tradition that dates back 121 years and is watched in more than 200 countries. On this New Year's Day, you have a front row seat. You're listening to special KFWB coverage of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade with your host, Cindy Dole.
And Happy New Year, boy! This is a special tradition, and I'm so glad that you are right here with me because we are at what's called TV Corner, even though we're talking to you on the radio. In fact, if you're watching on the TV, turn that sound down, listen to us, because we've got all the scoop, all the stories, all the color to really make this New Year's celebration, the biggest New Year's party in the world, come alive. It's a little chilly out here, 45 degrees, but we're bundled up, and we're ready for the excitement to begin, this being the 122nd Rose Parade. Now, in just a moment, the things are going to get kicked off with the Up With People group and the banner that is really the official theme of the parade, known as Building Dreams, Friendships, and Memories. And we're going to talk all about all of the beauty, all of the heroes, all of the fun that is tied to this parade. And we want to first give thanks to a couple of our partners who are broadcasting in partnership with the Lions Club International, a beacon of hope since 1917. And of course, Bayer Advanced All-in-One Rose and Flower Care, the no-spray formula that controls the bugs and disease and feeds for brighter, more vibrant flowers. Let's get the show going. There goes Up With People. Now we're going to be seeing 47 floats, 23 equestrian units, and 23 bands. The Up With People folks are now performing, and it's getting very exciting. With me are some folks here from Wisconsin. Go Badgers! With me, Ann.
Go Badgers.
Go Badgers, and this is your first time to come to the parade in person.
Yes, it is.
You've seen it on TV. This is way better, isn't it?
Right, exactly. This is a dream come true.
Yeah, and you're going to the Rose Bowl game after.
Game. Yes.
Good luck. And Lucas, you're going?
Yep.
Yeah?
Excited.
Yeah, you've watched it on TV?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, and what about you, Chris?
Yep, I'm going.
Yeah. Now, what do you think when you see the floats? What does it look like? How would you describe? Look at that castle that's coming up, one of the first floats.
It's just unbelievable. So beautiful with the flowers and the way that everything are decorated. It's like nothing you ever see in Wisconsin.
Yeah. But I must say, here you are sitting next to me, and you got a blanket on your lap because it's a little chilly for you.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so it's a treat to have you guys. Go Badgers. Good luck to you guys in the Rose Bowl, and it's just a lot of fun. Everyone here, of course, the Texas Christian folks are here as well. Now, coming right behind the Up With People performers is, of course, the Grand Marshal of the parade. And who else could that be but Paula Deen, the Food Network cooking queen? And I talked with her earlier this week. She was at her hotel, the Langham Hotel in Pasadena, and she says, you know what? She doesn't believe in New Year's resolutions, but she does believe in taking calculated risks. And one of those things, she says she wants to learn to use the computer more. Seth, let's listen to what she said. Do you hope people will take from watching you in the parade? Because I was looking at your blog, and you're saying, I'm not into New Year's resolutions because, you know what, I may not be able to live up to that. So how do you hope to encourage people to have a better year without feeling all guilty?
You know, I try to make hopes for myself. Like, I hope this year to maybe settle down and learn how to use a computer, become more familiar with a computer, because I am being left behind, let's face it. Everybody's leaving me standing in the dust, and I don't like that. You know, I want to be able to keep up with everybody.
Well, you're Facebooking and tweeting.
Well, I have someone that helps me. I have to fess up, I really don't know how to tweet or Twitter. I hope that when my gig is up and people hear the name Paula Deen, I hope with that comes hope for them. Because I truly started with $200. That was all the money I had in the world to start my business. The American dream is alive and still well. You just got to be willing to work for it. But I am living proof that you don't have to be a size 6. You don't have to be 25 years old. You don't have to be a beautiful blonde. Wonderful things can happen to you at any age. You've got to make yourself available.
And how do you make yourself available?
By being open, accepting change, taking risk. I'm a gambler, but you want to take calculated risk. You don't want to take stupid risks, but you have to be willing to take a risk, open yourself up, put yourself out there.
And that cake of yours tied to the Rose Parade is gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, that what a quinky dink that was, because we had just formulated that cake for February for Valentine's Day on my website. And then the invitation came in from the Rose Parade, and we said, oh my goodness, this is perfect. So I was able to send the recipe out to the committee, and when I got here, they had a beautiful rose bowl cake there where we had used the red petals that were sugar coated. They had used a beautiful purple rose.
Paula Deen, you gotta love her, and boy, she is so warm and fuzzy in person. She is the real deal. This past year wasn't all roses for the always sunny Deen. Do you know that her former housekeeper was recently sentenced to 18 months in prison for stealing jewelry from her home? She said $200,000 worth of jewels were taken, and now she says she's all about the cubic zirconian. So Paula Deen, yay, what a great Grand Marshal. Well, the parade now is moving forward. We're hearing the Marine Corps Band do their thing. These Marines, of course, from several parts of Southern California. We love our Semper Fi Marines, and as that band is making its way, these folks are not only trained to play in the band, but they are also trained to go to battle. The theme, again, is building dreams, friendships, and memories. Now, the theme is something that the Tournament of Roses president gets to choose every year. And, of course, you may be wondering how this parade all got started. Way back 122 years ago, it was just kind of a horse and buggy thing. And, of course, now it's become very sophisticated with all the pyrotechnics and all the details that go into the floats. Like this float that if you're watching TV, you're seeing going right by now. It's a beautiful castle, and it happens to be all about the dreams that are conveyed by children's dreams. In fact, this float right here is the American Honda float. They had a little moment ago, they had the stealth bomber flyover, which is always one of my favorite things, and then later today they're going to have fighter jets go over the Rose Bowl game. And for me, it's so much fun because we live in Glendale, and so we get to see these guys do like a dry run. They fly over our house, and then you can watch it on TV and see them fly over Colorado Boulevard, and then they go back. The stealth bomber came in from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. But what a treat. It's so stunning to see that stealth bomber. Now, the West Coast Marine Band that is also now making its way down Colorado Boulevard. What's so cool is that this band is made up of 120 Marine musicians from Southern California bases like Miramar and Camp Pendleton and San Diego and 29 Palms. And the band is one of 6 organizations that has a standing invitation to participate in the Rose Parade every year. Again, all the members in the band are combat trained, and they're veterans of Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, giving full meaning to the term Marine musicians. You may be hearing another musician or two in the background. That's because where we're positioned, we're a little bit beyond, or a little bit ahead of, I should say, where the cameras pick up everyone walking around the bend. So we're right getting the very first view of everybody as they start this parade. Now, things got going really early this morning. All these folks who are in the parade, and it's such a treat for these bands from all over the country to get to participate. They fly in. They get up here, they're up like at 3 in the morning, in line, waiting for the excitement. It's a very, very chilly morning, and then the sun is up, and it's what they always call Rose Parade weather or Rose Bowl weather. In fact, getting back to the history of the Tournament of Roses Parade, this was all about telling the East Coast, you know what? We have great weather, and we have great flowers, and look at us. In fact, that's why those white suitor volunteers wear white, because it was almost like, you know what? We can wear white in January because we're in Pasadena, and things are pretty good. You're listening to special coverage here of the Rose Parade. We're going to continue with more of the floats, the equestrian units, the bands, and the fun. So you keep it here. I'm Cindy Dole on KFWB News Talk 980.